In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful.
Assalamu Alaikum wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. Welcome to another episode of the Reword series in Why Islam. I'm your host, Imam Jawad Ahmed. In this, we'll be talking about some of the basic elements of character and behavior of a Muslim, especially after conversion, becoming a new Muslim, being a revert, understanding what are some of the basic aspects and etiquettes and manners that we need to conduct ourselves with and exhibit to people around us so that they can find a gradual change in our personality and behavior and character, that they can feel that yes, Islam has made this person new. Islam has really transformed this person. And this goes especially with our relatives and friends. As you know, my dear brothers and sisters, Islam, when you first converted and said the Shahada, and then when you informed your friends or relatives and loved ones, the initial knee-jerk reaction was very negative. Very few people may have had a positive response from their blood relatives. Majority may have gone very upset. Some may even have yelled or screamed or shouted at. Why did you convert? Why did you become a Muslim? You're going to be a terrorist. You're going to be this. You're going to be that. Because of the media portrayal of Muslims in a negative way, the majority of the masses of people have a negative perception of Muslim and Islam, have a negative perspective. So the moment they hear their son or daughter or brother or sister or husband or wife or father or mother has become a Muslim, they just react. And that is why character becomes a very important aspect after conversion. Because your character and your behavior, your manners, is what is going to change the mindset of these people. Remember, these people are antagonistic, anti-Islam. And they have hatred, animosity towards Islam and Muslims. And that is why they're not really hating you as per se, but they're hating your conversion because they hate Islam and Muslims. Now, it is your job as a revert, as a new Muslim brother or sister, it is your job to portray the best character that you can. Follow the teachings of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and exemplify that in your interactions and behavior with your loved ones, with your friends and family and relatives, so that they can say that, wait a second, hold on. This person, ever since they converted to Islam, they've changed a lot. Their mannerisms, their values, their etiquettes, their behavior has changed for the better. They used to do this back before and they've stopped. Let's say, for example, a person was smoking and drinking a lot. Suddenly they see that they're not smoking and drinking. So that makes a big impact on their friends and relatives. Remember in the previous videos, we talked about gender interactions, hugging and kissing and shaking hand and being very cozy and intimate with the opposite gender. After conversion, as a revert brother or sister, you wouldn't do that. So that's going to make an impact that this person has sobered up. They don't have the promiscuity. They don't have the vulgarity that others may have. And you let them know through your actions and words that why you're doing this. Because of haya, because of modesty and morality, which we already talked about in detail in the previous video. So here, when it comes to conversion into Islam, the first thing that we need to do is be the best behavior to our parents, our mother and father. You see, the early Muslims, whom we call the Sahaba, the companions of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, the early Muslims, they were the best in their behavior to their parents. Remember, the early Muslims, their family members were just like your family members. They were not Muslims. In fact, the Arabs, the first early Muslims who were Arabs, their relatives and parents and extended family were all idol worshippers. They worshipped statues and stones and idols. So therefore, at least that is much, much more worse than a person who's Christian or Jew, because they don't worship idols or statues, but worship Allah or God. So for you as a revert brother or sister, it becomes very easier to mold and nurture and nourish your loved ones, your relatives, especially your father and mother, how there are many instances in the hadith, in the narrations about the companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, that their mothers and their fathers were very harsh on them, that why did you convert? But the son and daughter would talk politely, kindly, with smiling gestures. And there were even instances where the mother would beat their child, their son or daughter, for becoming a Muslim, and they would not retaliate to their mother or father. Rather, they will persevere and bear that beating in patience, knowing that my mother is not really hating me or my father is not really hating me, but they hate the religion of Islam, and that's why they're showing their animosity. And I need to bear this in patience to show them that I love them as their child, and then one day they will change. And so that happened. Many of these early mothers and fathers who were very, very against their children becoming Muslim, then they transformed themselves. They themselves also became Muslim. As is the case today, as we see here in America, that many brothers and sisters, they become very happy when they find out that their mother or father tell them, I want to adopt your religion. You converted, 2, 3 years ago, 10 years ago. I've been watching you, I've been observing you, and I feel like I want to be part of your faith. What made them change their mind? It's you. Yes, you, my dear brothers and sisters. Your behavior, your character, your interaction, as we call it in Arabic, mu'amalat, the way you interacted with your dad and mom after converting into Islam, over a passage of time, gradually, slowly made a big impact on their mind, that they came to you one day and say, I want to be also like you. So that is why this video is all about character and behavior, that we need to watch our behavior, we need to watch our character, we need to be cognizant of the fact that, look, my friends, my relatives are watching me as a new Muslim, as a revert. They know that I've converted and they're against my Islam. So my behavior, my actions, my character speak louder than my words. Let your actions do the work. Don't go talking to them that, hey, Islam is this, Islam is that, come to Islam, become Muslim. No, let your actions speak louder than your words. And believe you me, brothers and sisters, your friends, your relatives, your uncle, aunt, your parents, your children, whoever they are, your spouses who may have become against you because you converted, will one day come back to you and say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I was wrong to oppose your conversion to Islam. I was wrong to be against you of becoming a Muslim. So character is the biggest tool that a Muslim has, and the best character is the one who follows the lifestyle of our beloved Prophet Muhammad. So there are many books of hadith that will teach you some of the elements of character, how to behave with parents, how to behave with children, how to behave with your spouse. Let's say you converted but your spouse didn't convert. Now you have to be the best spouse to your husband or wife so that they can see the difference in Islam in you as a person, as a character. Similarly, your parents need to see you. And let's say if you converted but your children did not and they are against you, then you as a father or mother, as a new revert Muslim, you need to show the best character towards your son and daughter so that they can understand that dad or mom who have converted to Islam have not become a violent, aggressive person, but rather they are a very, very calm, serene, peaceful person. And they are someone who's different because, children are children. They'll notice change very rapidly. Children will say, wait a second, before Islam, dad used to yell a lot, scream a lot, shout a lot, but now he doesn't. Children might observe that, hey, mom before used to be very jittery, anxious, nervous all the time, but now ever since she became a Muslim, mom is different. So children observe that change, and then gradually they start coming towards you, and vice versa. Parents also observe the change in children. So let's say you converted, but your parents are against you. So over the passage of weeks and months and years, they will begin to observe you and see your change in character and behavior, your manners, your etiquettes, how you talk, how you interact, how you do things for them. Be kind and generous to them. Be polite and gentle to them. Help out your parents. Help out your kids even. Talk to them nicely. All of these things that you read in the books of character, in the books of hadith, if you apply them, you will see a drastic change in your relatives coming back to you. Even if they don't convert to Islam, at least they'll be so friendly, so jolly and helpful with you because they'll know that you have not chosen a bad religion. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help guide all our relatives, whether they are parents or children or spouses, into Islam. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for every revert brother and sister who is facing the hardship after conversion in dealing with their relatives. Jazakallah khairan wa assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.